if you want to set boundaries, keep watching this video. Okay, number one rule to setting boundaries is being okay with saying no a billion times over and over again, right to their face when they cross it. How do you know that they're crossing it? First off, you gotta figure out what your boundaries are, what you're okay and okay, what you're not okay with. Where does that come from? That comes from your values. So whatever like you've learned, like whatever you know are your values, you gotta actually write them down. Be like, you know what, this is the stuff that I prioritize in my life the most. And like, which is like basic self-respect. Sometimes some people might not like small things, like people calling them, I don't know, like a bitch or something, or people swearing at them. Some people are not okay with that, and they like continuously let people cross that boundary because everyone does it. And it's okay if that's your boundary, then just like communicate it with people. And yeah, some things just piss other people off. And if you want to set a boundary, you have to be okay with first of all telling it, and also you have to like become conscious that it's okay to be rude and it's okay to be selfish for setting your boundaries. And there's a lot of people, like especially who are close to you, it's hard to especially set boundaries with them because you want to be nice to them. And especially if you're in between of like getting to know someone and you just don't want to like fucking push them away, you don't want to like set boundaries with them. But guys, this is like the thing that a lot of people miss out. Like, you have, that's when you set boundaries. When you're getting to know people, that's when you set boundaries. That's when you say your no. That's when you communicate shit, okay? And if you're like, okay, let me like set a boundary later. So like, for example, something happens where like a person, I don't know, like fucking crosses a boundary. And then let's give an example because some people don't get it. Like, for example, someone just called you a bitch, okay, and that really pissed you off, but you didn't talk about it. You're right, they called you a bitch as a joke or something, and like, or they were just like casually bringing it up or something, and you're not okay with it, for example. And then they just like went away, and then you're thinking about it the entire day, and then you're like, you know what, I'm learning this entire boundaries thing, I should probably communicate to them. Then you go the next day and you're like, hey, you know what, like I don't like appreciate that you're calling me a bitch, I don't really like the sense of wording. And yeah, so but if you communicated the day after, it's not really good. So just say it on their face. Like, just say it, like just be like, hey, that's not okay. Or if you're like smiling and say it, don't smile while setting a boundary. Literally just say it with a fucking serious ass face and look the person in the eye, and that's how they know. And that's how you set a boundary. And if you're in a situation where it's been like a few, like they've crossed a lot of boundaries and like you haven't like communicated it to them at all, in that case, yeah, go ahead and like tell them a little later, like, or like now, when they've like, it's been a few days since they last crossed boundaries. That's okay, like you should like go up to them and just fucking say it. But like, I'm saying from now on that you know this, your life's gonna be much more easier when you start being blunt and straightforward and like saying shit to people's face and being like, hey, don't do that, hey, like I'm not okay with that, or like giving a serious face, giving them the death stare. That's literally setting up boundaries. Have you seen like people who are just get like pissed off really easily? People hate those kind of people. They don't like being around them, and I feel like that's so good. You know why? Because those people avoid people who just like judge a book by its cover kind of fucking shit, but they still have friends. Like, those, if you've noticed, like people who are really like blunt and straight up, they have friends, and that's because they probably are real as fuck. And they don't like, they respect boundaries. So that's like the person that you've gotta be. Like, don't just fucking like smile at everyone, you know what I fucking mean? Like, if you're like that kind of person, I feel like people do try to take advantage, but obviously be nice, but like fucking communicate your boundaries type shit. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go. Bye. I hope this helped.